I would like to now talk about the Connect plugin for Smart. So once you have gone to File, Install New Plugins from the local update site, you'll see there that there's a Connect plugin that you need to install. My suggestion is that you install both the Connect as well as the data queue if you want to use Connect. Once you have done that and restarted, if you go to Connect, you will see here at the top of the menu the Connect sign. First of all, you're going to have to go and do your server configuration. If, for example, you're on the Amazon Web Services, this will be different, but in my case, we're pushing the data to an on-site premise install of Connect. I make sure that my server URL is pointing to that specific server, as well as the specific security certificate has been assigned. Also at the bottom here, you've got different types of options that you should set up. So are you going to prompt download changes as well as upload changes after download? On startup, shutdown, are you going to do automatic replications, are you going to prompt to confirm upload download of packages larger than a specific number of megabytes? This is up to you, this is your preference. I normally do the shutdown options as well as the startup options, because if I'm logging on for the first time in the morning and someone has already sent from data in the afternoon after I left the office the day before, I'd want those changes to reflect on my Smart before I start the day, so I can make better management decisions for the day. Obviously, when I shut down, everything that I have changed, I can push it automatically, or it will prompt me to push it. In the connection options, I normally leave this default. It seems to work fine. If you want to modify it, go for it. The data queue options, this is quite interesting. So on the startup, it's going to check for new items. If it's turned on, you're either going to prompt the user or you're going to automatically start downloading. The same thing with automatic processing here. So in this case, the automatic processing is going to connect to the server for every 30 minutes and pull in information off the server, patrol wise, etc. Now, you will notice when you do the configurable model, and there's Connect settings that you have to set there. I'll talk about it in a few minutes. I like to either stay on prompt user, because that means the user or the admin pulling in information off the server can verify the information and has control over what comes in. But if you wanted to reduce the amount of human interaction with the software, you can automatically start downloading and process new items. If I'm happy with all of them, I say OK. Here I can also set user accounts. So if I add, so in this case, here's my employee list. I can set specific username and password for specific employees. Obviously, they will have specific or unique passwords, and also remember that your Connect username is not exactly the same as your username to get into the desktop version. So if I go to my configurable model and I edit it, here is the Smart side of things, so the Smart Connect side of things. So if I want to send my position every specific amount of minutes with a specific alert type, I can set that. Currently, you would set the alert types on the Connect server, and you would have a list here in order to choose from. When you looked at that data processing queue, this is the setting that you would have set in order for it to send data automatically, whether it's over a cell phone network or if it's over the local Wi-Fi. So I upload data automatically every 25 minutes or whatever. If you have a Connect server or Connect on Amazon Web Services and you've got the web browser open, there's an alerts page there. You can set specific configurable model attributes or categories for a specific alert. So what this means is that if fauna is a new alert and you collect a piece of information about fauna in the field and it sends it to the server automatically, it'll come up as an alert in the web browser, which I'll show you now. So if I want a fauna or for a specific animal, for example lion, I can add it and it's going to ask me for all my passwords, etc. I don't have internet connection, so I can create a new alert. It's going to pull in the alerts that I've saved onto the server. So I'm not going to save any of my changes, but that's where you would create it. So you need to set up those alerts before you go and you actually install the patrols onto the devices via CyberTracker here. That means in the background it carries an API that allows the phones or the devices to connect to the server or the Amazon Web Services and then push the data if needed. So if I go to Connect, I can open the Connect browser. Currently I'm not online, but this is where you would be able to reach or contact the server here through Smart. When I'm ready and it's doing this for the first time, I can upload my conservation area to Connect. Once that is done, I can either download the changes, upload changes. What I like to normally do is sync all changes to and from, so that allows me to push everything that I've collected and pull anything that might have been collected from another computer. If I want to see the processing data queue, so if you did not say automatically process the data, here is where the data will sit until you as the user actually say process the checked ones, or process all of them, or remove the specific queue of data.